Today, we remember celebrities who brought joy to our lives through their incredible talents, radiant smiles, and unforgettable moments. Though they are no longer with us, their legacies will continue to shine brightly. If their stories touch you, please consider subscribing to honor and remember those we've lost. Your support helps keep their memories alive and celebrates the impact they've had on so many of us. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started. Number 1. Caleb Graves, a popular TikToker, passed away at the young age of 33. Known for his upbeat spirit and love of running, Caleb shared his journey online, inspiring many of his followers. Just days before his passing, Caleb was excited to take part in the Disneyland Halloween Half Marathon. In his posts, he shared his excitement, but also warned others about the extreme heat. Born and raised in Texas, Caleb often used his social media to spread joy and motivation. His videos captured his humor and passion for fitness, making him a beloved figure in the online community. On September 10, 2024, Caleb completed the half marathon but collapsed at the finish line. He suffered from cardiac arrest, and despite quick efforts by medics, he sadly passed away at the hospital. His last video revealed his concerns about the heat, where he encouraged runners to stay safe and hydrated. Fans, friends, and the running community have shared their grief. The Disneyland Resort expressed their sorrow, saying, "We are deeply saddened by this tragic loss, and our hearts are with Caleb's family and loved ones." Caleb will be remembered for his positive energy and the impact he had on his community. Number 2. Peter Renaday, a talented actor and voice artist, passed away at the age of 89. He was born on September 6, 1935, in New Iberia, Louisiana. Renaday is best known for voicing Master Splinter in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV series from 1987 to 1996. He also voiced Abraham Lincoln in the Hall of Presidents at Walt Disney World and Henry and Max in the Country Bear Jamboree. Throughout his career, Renaday worked on many movies and TV shows. He appeared in films like The Aristocats and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. On TV, he voiced characters in shows like The Transformers, Gargoyles, and Batman, the animated series. Renaday was married to Florence Flo Daniel, who worked for Walt Disney Studios, and passed away in 2011. Renaday continued to work in voice acting and appeared in video games until his death. He will be remembered for his distinctive voice and contributions to both film and theme park attractions. Number 3. Chuck Simon, a well-known horse trainer and advocate for racing, has passed away at 57 due to cancer. Simon was highly respected in the racing world for his work with famous trainers and his own successful stable. Simon was born and raised in Saratoga Springs. He loved horse racing from a young age and often went to Saratoga Racecourse with his father. He once said, "When you're growing up in Saratoga, you don't realize that everyone does not have what you have." Growing up around racing legends like Affirmed and Alydar inspired him throughout his career. He graduated from Saratoga Central Catholic High School and played basketball at a junior college before studying at the University of Arizona's Racetrack Industry Program. After graduating, Simon started an internship at Yonkers Raceway, where he later worked full-time. Simon shifted from standard-bred racing to thoroughbreds when he met Todd Pletcher at Belmont Park. He worked with top trainers like Dwayne Lucas, Pete Ferriola, Tom Skiffington, and Nick Zito. He spent over 5 years assisting Hall of Famer H. Allen Jerkins before starting his own stable in 1999. In his career, Simon won notable races, including his first stakes win at Saratoga Racecourse in 2000, with Saratoga Sunrise. After retiring from training in 2019, he hosted a horse racing podcast and led the Gulfstream Horsemen's Purchasing Association. Chuck Simon will be remembered for his significant impact on racing and his warm personality. Number 4. Jimmy Gilmer, a famous rock and roll singer, has passed away at the age of 83. He was known for his work with the Fireballs and their hit song Sugar Shack. Born on September 15, 1940 in Chicago and raised in Amarillo, Texas, Gilmer joined the Fireballs in the early 1960s. Originally an instrumental group from Rayton, New Mexico, the Fireballs became widely known when Gilmer joined. The group scored a big hit with Sugar Shack, which reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks in 1963. They also earned a Gold Record Award for this song. The Fireballs had other hits like Daisy Petal Pickin' and Bottle of Wine, which hit number 1. 9 on the Hot 100 in 1967. Despite changes in music trends, Gilmer and the Fireballs continued to be celebrated. After leaving the group in 1969, Gilmer worked in artist management. The Fireballs reunited for special events, and Gilmer rejoined them in 2007. He passed away in Amarillo, Texas, after battling Alzheimer's disease. He will be remembered for his significant contributions to rock and roll. Number 5. Geoffrey Titford, a former leader of the UK Independence Party, UKIP, has passed away at the age of 90 after a battle with cancer. Titford played a key role in UKIP, leading the party from 2000 to 2002 and again, briefly, in 2010. His leadership helped guide UKIP during important times and set the stage for its future. Born on October 24, 1933, Titford began his career in politics with the Conservative Party before moving to smaller parties like the New Britain Party and the Referendum Party. Before entering politics, he was a successful businessman and served as president of the National Association of Funeral Directors. In 1999, he was elected as a member of the European Parliament, MEP, for the East of England, a role he held until 2009. Titford was known for his calm and steady leadership. The Guardian once described him as a unifying figure who helped bring the party together. Even after stepping down from politics, he remained an important and respected figure within UKIP. Geoffrey Titford's contributions to British politics will be remembered for his dedication to UKIP and his work for his constituents. His calm leadership and commitment had a lasting impact on the party and its members. Number 6. Edward B. Johnson, a CIA officer known for his role in a famous rescue mission, died at age 81. Born in Brooklyn, New York in 1943, Johnson played a key part in rescuing 6 U.S. diplomats trapped in Iran after the 1979 Islamic Revolution. This mission, called the Canadian Caper, was made famous in the 2012 movie Argo. Johnson worked undercover as a Hollywood filmmaker to help the diplomats escape. For many years, his role was kept secret, but it was revealed in 2023 through a CIA podcast. Johnson served in the Army during the Vietnam War and later worked with the CIA's Office of Technical Services. There, he helped design gadgets and create disguises. After retiring from the CIA in 1995, he worked as a contractor and enjoyed photography. He is survived by his wife, Aileen, 5 children, and 9 grandchildren. Johnson passed away from the complications related to Alzheimer's disease and pneumonia. His bravery and work will be remembered for a long time. Number 7. Pim de la Parra, a famous filmmaker from Suriname, died at the age of 84. He was born in Paramaribo and had Portuguese Jewish roots. De la Parra studied at the Netherlands Film Academy and joined the film magazine Scoop in 1963, which was started by his fellow students. Between 1967 and 1976, De la Parra made films with Scorpio Films, a company he co-founded with Dutch director Wim Verstappen. His first big film was Obsessions, 1969, and which he co-wrote with Martin Scorsese. He also helped produce Blue Movie, 1971, a film known for its realistic portrayal of nudity. This was followed by a series of erotic films, including Frank and Ava, 1973, Alicia, 1974, Dakota, 1975, and Mean Nachten met Susan, Olga, Albert, Julie, Piet and Sandra, 1975. In 1976, he directed One People, the first film with an all-Surinamese cast. De la Parra had two daughters, Bodil, an actress born in 1963, and Nina, a comedian born in 1987. His son, Pim Jal, who was born in 1966, passed away in 2002. Pim de la Parra died in Paramaribo. Number 8. Snezana Stameska, a renowned Macedonian actress, passed away at the age of 78. Born on January 1, 1946, in Skopje, Macedonia, Yugoslavia, Stameska was celebrated for her work in both theater and film. She studied at the Theater Academy in Belgrade, graduating in 1970. Stameska began her acting career at the Drama Theater in Skopje in 1971 and worked there until her retirement in 2010. Over her career, she performed in nearly 70 theater roles. Stameska was also known for her roles in TV shows and movies, including Zales nad Ezerskata Zemlja, 1973, Trust via Skopje, 1987, and Na nas način, 1985. Other notable works include Weekend of the Dead, 1985, Happy New 49, 1985, and Wild Flesh, 1979. Her funeral will be held at the Butel City Cemetery in Skopje. Number 9. Doug Hood, a famous New Zealand music producer and engineer, died at the age of 70. Born in Takiti, Hood was well known for his work with Flying Nun Records, where he helped record many of the label's biggest hits. Hood began his career as a member of The Clean, a popular band, before moving to the recording studio. He worked closely with Chris Knox, recording some of Flying Nun's earliest singles. Hood played a key role in shaping New Zealand's music scene, including engineering The Clean's Boodle 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 EP in 1981, and the Dunedin double compilation in 1982. This compilation featured bands like The Chills, The Verlaines, Sneaky Feelings, and The Stones. Besides working in the studio, Hood was also known for his live sound engineering and promotion. He was the sound man at Auckland's Windsor Castle pub in the early 1980s and later started Looney Tours, which brought many well-known bands to New Zealand, such as the Violent Femmes, Billy Bragg, New Order, and Iggy Pop. He also helped bring the Big Day Out Festival to New Zealand in 1994. In 2023, Hood was honored with the title of Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit. He battled cancer for a long time before his passing. Doug Hood is remembered for his strong influence on New Zealand's music scene and his lively rock and roll spirit. As we reflect on these remarkable lives, we honor the impact each of these individuals made. Today, we remembered Caleb Graves, Chuck Simon, Jimmy Gilmer, Peter Renaday, Edward B. Johnson, Jeffrey Titford, Pim de la Parra, Snezana Stameska, and Doug Hood. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.